until the Second World War, tea was still used as a form of currency, and I honestly was surprised by that. Then Lake Baikal has more water than Great Lakes together. What else we have? Until the Second World. Sorry, yes, Second World. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you covering up Siberia here. I have a few facts about the other places that we are covering. We are going to be in Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Mongolia as well, live with the other regions. Uzbekistan is very interesting land actually. The vegetables, the melons, the watermelons are very famous, and they are supposed to be one of the best in the world from Uzbekistan. The gold reserves of Uzbekistan are ranked fourth in the world. And other than that, the uranium reserves of Uzbekistan are ranked seventh in the world. So it's mashallah, a very rich land Uzbekistan is. What do we know about Kazakhstan?
The first artificial satellite and the first man, Yuri Gagarin, were sent to the space from Baikonur Station, which is located in Kazakhstan.
Yes, and that is the world's first and the largest space launch station facility as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. And what do we know about Mongolia?
Well, I don't know. This Bactrian camel, the Durham camel is native there, although we think it's otherwise native to some part of the Arabian Peninsula or something.
Yeah, I read the same thing actually. They are native from Mongolia, and we all know that the founding father of Mongolia was great Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, of course.
We have different pronunciation for the same word actually, for the same name.
Sorry?
We have the different pronunciation for the same name actually.
How would you pronounce it?
He pronounces it as Genghis Khan.
Well, probably it's closer to truth as we always pronounce it in some sort of English pronunciation. It should be Genghis Khan.
Yes, this is how it's written in English as
well.
In
Russian is also Genghis Khan.
Yeah. Anyways, with that, we have a few people joining in already, and we are ready to go live. We are ready to start the show if you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Yes, we are.
Great. Let me do something here, and here we go. Hello and welcome to Global Investment Real Estate and Residency Show. We are live in Russia today. Thank you everyone for joining us. This is an exclusive event brought to you by TG Media, a company that organizes live and online events. I'm director and co-founder and a part of this exceptional team. My name is Abdul Basit and I'm your host today. We have received quite a few messages where people are trying to ask how much does it cost, how much these programs are, how can we relocate. We are going to answer all your questions tonight. By the end of this webinar, you will know how to relocate to USA with your family with the help of a successful business, and also how to become a European resident by investing into a Portuguese real estate. With that, I would like to introduce our first speaker for the evening, Ms. Katerina Bakhchiwanji, who is representing Umber Star Luxury Real Estate. Umber Star Luxury Real Estate is a Portuguese real estate firm, and Ms. Katerina will be guiding us about the golden visa process and the real estate in Portugal. Ms. Katerina Bakhchiwanji has an experience of working in real estate since 2012, and she has also worked in tourism area. She speaks English, Portuguese, and Russian, and she's here today with us to help us with our investment and immigration needs. Welcome, Ms. Katerina. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon. Good evening. Well, thank you. And you?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Before we start, I would like to have a little help from you. Can you please explain people in Russian that we have a simultaneous translation available for the next presentation, so they can press interpretation at the bottom of screen and switch to the Russian language if they want to.
Данная презентация имеет перевод, и вы можете нажать на кнопку на экране, и вся английская речь будет переведена на русский язык. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katrina. Please share your screen and let's start the presentation.
Я сейчас поделюсь с вами своей презентацией. Сейчас мы будем говорить о программе «Золотая виза» в Португалии. Минутку. Так, начинаем. Все, о чем вы не знали об инвестициях и золотой визе в Португалии и новых правилах, которые мы ждем с 1 января 2022 года. Так, существует 4 вида инвестиций. Инвестиции в недвижимость, прямые инвестиции, бизнес-инвестиции, инвестиции в науку и искусство. Сейчас мы разберем все эти виды инвестиций, какие правила существуют сейчас и как они изменятся начиная с 1 января 2022 года. Итак, инвестиции в науку и искусство имеют два типа. Первый вариант – минимальная инвестиция 350 тысяч евро в научно-исследовательскую деятельность, либо 250 тысяч евро на сохранение культурного наследия и искусства. Как это изменится? Начиная с 1 января 2022 года минимальная сумма 350 тысяч евро инвестиций в научно-исследовательскую деятельность возрастет до 500 тысяч евро. Касательно сохранения культурно-научного наследия сумма останется та же – 250 тысяч евро. Далее мы имеем дело с прямыми инвестициями. Здесь также есть два варианта. Минимальный депозит в количестве 1 000 000 евро на один из португальских банков либо инвестиционных проектов. Либо второй вариант – это минимальная инвестиция 350 тысяч евро в венчурные фонды с обещанной доходностью 3-4% в год. Какие у нас будут изменения? Начиная с 1 января 2022 года изменения будем видеть в первом варианте. Вместо 1 000 000 евро минимальная инвестиция будет 1 500 000 евро. Касательно второго варианта инвестиции в вечерные фонды сумма увеличивается с 350 тысяч евро до 500 тысяч евро. Далее, бизнес-инвестиции. Здесь также есть два варианта. Первый вариант. Инвестор создает компанию в Португалии с 10 рабочими местами, которые он обязан сохранить в течение последующих 5 лет. И второй вариант. Возможность инвестировать минимальное количество 350 тысяч евро в существующую компанию, которая, в свою очередь, обязуется создать, либо сохранить 5 рабочих мест и в течение следующих 3 лет. Одной из таких компаний может быть и наша компания Amberstar Real Estate. Мы также мы обязуемся в этом случае сохранить 5 рабочих мест в течение следующих 3 лет. Дальше. Это были правила, которые действуют до конца этого года, до конца 2021 года. Начиная с 1 января 2022 года мы видим следующее изменение. Касательно первого варианта ничего не изменится. Второй вариант. 350 тысяч евро увеличивается до 500 тысяч евро. Минимальная сумма инвестиций 500 тысяч евро. Далее переходим к, пожалуй, одной из самых интересных частей. Это инвестиция в недвижимость. И здесь мы видим правила, касающиеся инвестиций до 31 декабря 2021 года. Здесь также есть два варианта. Первый вариант. Инвестор может приобрести недвижимость стоимостью от 500 тысяч евро в любой части Португалии, любой тип недвижимости, либо инвестиция, минимальная покупка недвижимости на сумму от 350 тысяч евро, если этот объект находится в зоне городской реабилитации, либо если ему более 30 лет. Однако инвестор может заплатить на 20% меньше в том случае, если недвижимость находится в зоне с низкой плотностью населения. В этом случае сумма от 500 тысяч евро уменьшается до 400 тысяч евро, и во втором случае от 350 тысяч евро уменьшается до 280 тысяч евро. Эти правила действуют до конца 2021 года. Действуют как на коммерческую, так и на жилую недвижимость. Начиная с 1 января 2022 года есть разделение на коммерческую и жилую недвижимость. Что касается коммерческой недвижимости, правила останутся все те же, что и в этом году. Ничего не изменится. Однако у нас есть изменения уже в жилой недвижимости. Минимальная сумма инвестиций 500 тысяч евро в жилую недвижимость во внутренних областях Португалии, на Азорских островах и на Мадейре. Либо 350 тысяч евро в жилую недвижимость, расположенную в зоне городской реабилитации, либо если эта недвижимость имеет более 30 лет. Также расположенная во внутренних областях Португалии, Азорских островах или на Мадейре. Что это значит? Это значит, что регион Порту, Лиссабона и побережье Португалии будет исключено из программы золотой визы в Португалии, а территория Мадейры и Азорских островов, наоборот, будет включена в зону территорий с низкой плотностью населения. Здесь мы видим две карты. Слева карта внутренней области Португалии, с правой стороны регион с низкой плотностью населения. Почему португальская программа золотой визы настолько популярна? Во-первых, быстрый процесс получения ВНЖ. Даже сейчас, в сложное время, связанное с ковидом, максимальное время ожидания золотой визы до 9 месяцев. Пребывание в стране всего 14 дней в течение каждых 2 лет. Что это значит? Инвестор получает золотую визу сроком на 2 года, которую необходимо возобновить в течение каждых 2 лет. Еще дважды, то есть 3 раза. В течение каждого периода двухгодичного инвестор и его члены семьи должны находиться в Португалии минимальное количество 14 дней. Далее, инвестор имеет право на получение гражданства либо ПМЖ уже через 5 лет. ВНЖ для главного получателя, всей его семьи могут подаваться на золотую визу, на ПМЖ, как сам инвестор, его супруга, дети, даже родители. Возможность учиться, работать, открывать частную деятельность в Португалии, свободное передвижение по странам Шенгена и ЕС, возможность инвестировать не только как частное лицо, но и как юрлицо. Далее, инвестор имеет право сдавать недвижимость в аренду уже после покупки недвижимости. Возможность продать недвижимость уже после получения ПМЖ либо португальского гражданства. Возможность получить кредит в португальском банке до 70% от общей суммы покупки. И самое главное, возможность оформить золотую визу и инвестицию в Португалии дистанционно. С августа 2020 года по сегодняшний момент мы закрыли 26 процессов по золотой визе. из которых 23 процесса были оформлены дистанционно. Португалия имеет высокий уровень образования, международный уровень здравоохранения, высокое качество жизни, низкий уровень преступности, защита прав собственности, независимости от гражданства, налоговые льготы для лиц пенсионного возраста. Сейчас я бы хотела показать некоторые из наших объектов. У нас есть недвижимость по всей территории Португалии, зона Порту, зона Лиссабона, центральная Португалия, юг Португалии, но сейчас я бы хотела показать только некоторые из наших вариантов. Итак, это строительный проект на улице Гонсало Криштову в центре Порту. Сейчас находится на стадии строительства, которое началось в декабре 2020 года и продлится до сентября 2022 года. Так как этот проект находится в зоне городской реабилитации, инвестор может приобрести в этом доме недвижимость от 350 тысяч евро для того, чтобы затем подать заявку на золотую визу в Португалии. Здесь вы можете увидеть некоторые рендеры. Объект находится еще на строительстве, поэтому фотографии реального объекта еще нет, так как он еще не готов. Далее, другой строительный проект также в центральной части Порту. Строительные работы сейчас находятся на завершающей стадии. Это здание также относится к зоне городской реабилитации. Таким образом, как и в предыдущем случае, инвестор может приобрести недвижимость от 350 тысяч евро для получения золотой визы в Португалии. Благодаря центральному расположению обоих объектов эти инвестиции хороши как для сдачи в аренду, так и для личного использования. Спа-отель в Алгарве на юге Португалии, город Лагош. Здесь мы имеем номера, отельные номера с ценой от 169 тысяч евро до 239 тысяч евро. Инвестор получает 7% годового дохода в течение 30 лет от начала открытия отеля. Через 5-7 лет инвестор может продать эту недвижимость, и здесь есть возможность обратного выкупа по желанию клиента. Отель расположен на юге Португалии, в одной из самых красивых частей страны, рядом с пляжем Дона Анна. Можете его увидеть на этих фотографиях. Дальше мы переходим к резиденции в Алгарве, город Гуле. Здесь мы имеем 5% годового дохода в течение 5 лет с возможностью продления контракта. Курорт расположен в очень живописной зоне, примерно в 20 минутах от пляжа, окруженный гольф-полями, как вы видите на фотографиях. Здесь роскошные апартаменты в Лиссабоне, также находятся на стадии строительства, окончание строительства второй семестр 2021 года. Находится в центре Лиссабона, рядом с рекой Тежо. Инвестор имеет возможность получить 3% гарантированного годового дохода в течение 5 лет. Как вы видите, в нашей базе данных есть различные объекты, есть квартиры, дома, винодельни, коммерческие помещения, земля для строительства. У нас есть объекты на территории всей Португалии, однако мы можем также подобрать объект в зависимости от пожеланий клиента. Больше об инвестициях и ВНЖ вы можете узнать на нашем сайте www.ambassador.pt. Мы здесь для того, чтобы сделать весь процесс легче для вас. И здесь вы можете видеть наши контакты. Сейчас, если у вас есть вопросы, я с удовольствием на них отвечу. Yes, Abdul?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Katerina, though I did not understand anything at all. But thank you so much for the lovely presentation. We do have a few questions for you, and I would ask you to please help yourself and read those questions because they are in Russian, and it will be a great help.
Can I start? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
please.
I will read it in Russian and answer Russian, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please, definitely.
Итак, первый вопрос. Каков срок разрешения на постоянное проживание? Срок разрешения на постоянное проживание. Инвестор сначала получает золотую визу сроком на 2 года, которую необходимо продлевать дважды, то есть 3 периода по 2 года. И затем инвестор может подать заявку на получение постоянного вида на жительство, либо получение португальского гражданства. И затем, в принципе, возможно находиться здесь, в Португалии, столько времени, сколько инвестор пожелает. Okay, I'm going to next question. Можно ли самому посмотреть недвижимость? Безусловно, вы можете посмотреть недвижимость. У нас есть также виртуальные туры на большинство наших объектов. Вы можете приехать. Если вы можете приехать, безусловно, мы вам покажем. И также вы можете посмотреть наши другие объекты на нашем сайте ambassador.pt. Yes. Какие в Португалии налоги? Во-первых, сначала инвестор оплачивает налоги на приобретение недвижимости, и затем есть налог каждогодично на владение недвижимостью. В случае, если инвестор хочет сдавать свою недвижимость в аренду, в этом случае налог от прибыли составляет 28%. Для физических лиц и 21% для юридических лиц. Thank you. Next question. Сколько прибыли принесет недвижимость после 5 лет? В зависимости от типа недвижимости, в зависимости от расположения недвижимости и, безусловно, от ее цены. У нас есть, например, одно из предложений, это отель на юге Португалии Лагос, который предлагает, пожалуй, самый высокий налог, прошу прощения, налог процент, 7% годового гарантированного дохода. Касательно других объектов, цены могут быть другими, от 3 до 5%, если это коммерческая недвижимость. Еще есть жилая недвижимость, которую инвестор может по желанию сдавать круглогодично, либо для туристов. И в этом случае также зависит, в принципе, от расположения, от состояния, в каком находится квартира и типа недвижимости. Этот анализ мы можем, в принципе, сделать уже отдельно в зависимости от каждого объекта. Yes, and next question. Что произойдет, если мне откажут в визе? На нашей практике еще не было такого, чтобы инвестору отказывали в золотой визе. Касательно обычной визы, это возможно, конечно, но в золотой визе, в принципе, не могут быть в нашем случае никаких проблем, потому что мы работаем с лучшими адвокатами в сфере оформления золотых виз, которая подготавливает весь пакет документов, помогают сделать эти документы правильно, вовремя, поэтому у нас не было таких проблем, в принципе. Thank you. Спасибо за ваши вопросы. Если у вас возникнут еще вопросы, вы можете задать их нам на сайте www.ambassador.pt, и мы с удовольствием вам поможем и ответим на все вопросы. Спасибо. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Katerina. With that, we would like to introduce our next speakers for the evening. We have been joined by two gentlemen, Mr. Eduardo Arnal Mercado, who is a senior professional with 15 plus years experience in operations management and project management. And joining him is his colleague, Mr. Juan Aizales, who is a chef and entrepreneur with 15 plus years of experience, and he's currently running a restaurant with over 60 employees very successfully. Gentlemen will be presenting a Feria DC, that is an EB5 project in USA. I'm sure you will like it. Hello, Mr. Eduardo and Juan. How are you doing
Abdul.
today?
Thank you for the presentation. Hello, everybody. Glad to have you here.
Hello, Abdul.
Hello,
Hello,
Juan.
everybody.
We can start
Eduardo,
whenever you're ready.
we are ready. We are definitely ready. Please share your screen and let's start the show.
Okay. Can you see it full screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's start. Well, hi everybody. Thank you for being here today. We hope you're all safe and sound. We would like to share our Feria DC project with you, and we hope you like it as much as we do. We think this is the time to dream big. And by big, we mean applying for the US green card through the EB5 program, which is basically the world's most desirable US immigration investment program. It is administered by USCIS, the Citizenship and Immigration Services, and it's basically your path to the US green card. Okay, so what is this presentation all about? It is really about the potential to get the green card in approximately 18 months by investing in an EB5 project. This will, of course, depend on how fast the government is processing all the applications. This is also the quickest way for US citizenship. It usually takes 5 years after getting the preliminary green card. The investment required for the EB5 program by the US government is $900,000 US dollars. We offer a 5% annual rate for a 5-year period. Projected, I mean, that's projected to be for $45,000 a year, totaling $225,000 after 5 years, approximately. Okay, first let's go about the program. Let's talk about the program, and then we'll discuss the project. Okay, the EB5 visa for immigrant investors is a US employment-based visa, hence the name EB, created to stimulate the economy and job growth, allowing foreigners to become permanent residents in the US. This program enables foreigners to obtain the green card quicker than most other options by investing their money in the United States and creating jobs. So basically, the citizenship would be just an investment away. Okay, let's quickly go over the benefits. They are great. So this means you, your spouse, and your kids will benefit from having unrestricted employment options. And this means that you can do whatever you want. Keep your business back home, set up a new business, go back to school, or simply retire and enjoy your life if that's what you want to do. You can do anything you want, no restrictions. You and your family would be considered as residents when applying to college, so you have a greater chance for admission and reduced tuition. Both things are benefits. You will also be able to travel inside the US, go wherever you want, as many times as you want, and enter the country through the residence immigration line. Also, you get benefits for your retirement. And all of these benefits are, of course, apply to the entire household. And including your kids, if they're only 21 years of age and unmarried. Let's discuss the basic requirements. They're fairly simple. The government requires an investment of $900,000 if it is done within a target employment area. This is called TEA. Our Feria DC project qualifies as a TEA. For non-TEA projects, the investment amount is $1.8 million, making this project a great opportunity to invest. Each investor must create 10 full-time US-based jobs from their investment. And last, the investor must demonstrate the EB5 visa investment capital comes from a legal source, acquired directly or indirectly by lawful means. And this means that you can use your own capital, your properties as leverage for a loan. You can use your money you were given as part of a will or any other way, as long as you can demonstrate it doesn't come from illegal activities. Okay, diving into the project, Feria is a property business, better said, a real estate business. Those are the best kind of business. And Feria will be serving as a launchpad for chefs and food startups, provide entrepreneurs with an exceptional opportunity to refine their concepts and interact with the general public. It will provide retail space for food services, for restaurants, basically. Also provides operations and systems infrastructure to multiple subtenants in a format we've called culinary hall. It is indeed a culinary hall. It will have everything related to gastronomy and many more things. It's also full service, unique and first class incubator concept. Feria is located in Washington, DC's downtown area. It will have 8 fully equipped kitchens and 8 shops with chef-driven, high-quality culinary proposals with a casual and modern setting. Okay, I want to make a little pause here just to show you this. This is the actual building. As you can see, the space is, oh, sorry about that. As you can see, the space is here in front of us. And the space is already there waiting for us to go in. The rest of the tenants, which we'll discuss further along our presentation, are already moving or even there. So this means that we already have clients waiting for our Feria project. Okay. Okay. The concept is part of a surge in sharing economy businesses such as Airbnb and Uber, which we all know. Culinary halls like Feria have become the fastest growing retail niche in the food industry, according to several industry magazines. For example, one we like to quote a lot is globest.com. It would be fair to ask why it's different than other EB5 projects. And this is very simple. It has very fast time to market, means faster residence process, also means that your funds are going to begin being saved back for your repayment sooner than on the other projects. It has great returns, much better than regular EB5 projects. And the reason is very simple for this. We want to be the cutest bride and be funded very quickly. So we're willing to give away some of our returns. Also, it will have a solid performance, an experienced team, and very thorough process development. Also, at least 90% of the space will be occupied to start. We already have several chefs and other vendors willing to come in, and this is a worst case scenario target. Okay, let's go over the opportunity and how this all works. Okay, the capital needed for the development of the project is 8.4 million. Okay, that come from 7 investor slots, 7 EB5 investor slots of $900,000 each. We are for a 5% interest rate annual, as I already said before. We also have 1.7 million coming from friends and family and our own funds that have already been put into the project. We also have 400,000 commercial investment. This funds will be used this way. There's 1.2 million that go into project design, engineering, consulting, lease, legal fees, startup, basically. There are 5.4 that are going to building, construction, equipment, okay? And 1.8 that go to startup funds and working capital. Okay, we also have $1.67 million of landlord commitment. This is post-construction, okay? And these funds will be used to begin saving to pay our investors back. So we already start without those 1.67 million to pay our investors, our EB5 investors back, okay? All of this for an expected job creation of 174 job posts. That means almost 25 jobs per investor, almost 250% of the job requirements, making it a very safe project to obtain the visa with, okay? So how do we make money? This is simple, rent. As I said before, this is a real estate business, so we charge rent. We also have, I mean, that's a bulk of the income, and we also charge a percentage of the sales of each restaurant and store. So we are co-sharers on their success. We also keep the operation of the bar. This is a very profitable part of any business of this kind in the US, and that's the reason we're keeping it. So this is, as one of our investors likes to say, makes us basically a landlord that sells liquor, which is simple and very profitable business. Also, we are going to be helping these restaurants to grow outside Feria, and we will be partners in this growth, meaning that we'll be sharing part of their success too. We also have an extra kitchen that could be used for private events with Feria chefs, new project demonstrations, mentoring, and more. We'll also be offering the space for sponsorship. For example, we're already working in a partnership with a premium Caribbean rum brand that's putting its name somewhere around the bar, or yet to decide with the architects, but the name is there, so they're sponsoring this. Also, this is a very important, and this is very important after the pandemic. Delivery from Feria will be centralized. Anyone could order food from several different cuisines directly from Feria and get one Feria brand package. This will guarantee continuity of businesses if any other pandemic or any other thing comes. Okay, let's go over the numbers. This is a summary of our prospective P&L. I don't want to get too deeply into this, or our attendants will get bored. But as you can see, Feria has a very good return, and is perfectly capable of delivering what we promised. You can see the 1.67 million coming on the first year, so we can start saving that back. Okay, let's talk about the milestones of this project. Construction starts May-June 2021. This will be depending on construction permits. It might take longer, but this is our objective, and that's very, very soon. The liquor license has already been granted, so we already have permission for this business. We have very fast time to market. Construction and setup expected to be around 6 months. Also, lease has been secured on a trophy location across from the historic Carnegie Library building, all fully leased and ready for occupancy. You already saw the building, and it's ready, it's there. So who are the tenants? You would say, who else is in that building? And that's important, because that's a main crowd. You want to bring that crowd in the first day. The office from Apple that handles the government sales. That's really important. A lot of clients there, money, whatever. Baker Botts LLP, it's a big law firm, just moved their headquarters to the top 2 floors of the building. Also, the fanciest brand of gyms in the country. This one is already working and is one of their most profitable branches in the country. We work at least 3 whole floors, and this is great news for us. One of the biggest changes that the pandemic brought to our everyday lives is the possibility to work from wherever we want. This means more business for people like we work, and more people coming to our place. What's going on around the area? Okay, if we walk 5 minutes, 15 minutes away from this place in any direction, what's going on? Okay, median age is around 34 years old. Means fairly young population, translating to people that's curious about food and other experiences. City has been growing steadily since the 2010s. Also, great number of daytime employees, 100,000. I mean, that's great. Great average household income. More than 7,000 hotel rooms. This means a lot of potential clients coming and going around the area. 217 annual convention center events across the street. This is around 1 event every a day and a half, or 2 events every 3 days. It's a lot of events. Also, 220 annual events on the Capital One Arena, which is 3 blocks away. This is where the city's hockey and basketball teams play. The hockey team won the Stanley Cup a couple years back, and as you probably know, the team's captain is a great Alexander Ovechkin. Let's go a little deeper on the location. 3 most important words in the real estate business: location, location, location. And we have the best one possible. Okay, this is a perspective of the building you already saw before, done from the top of the convention center. You can see how close the convention center is, also the Apple Store, the Capital One Arena, and you see also the National Mall the Union Station also close by. The White House is also close by, but in another direction, not able to see it here. Also, city center is less than a block away. City center is a Norman Foster development with residences and shopping center. It has the best shops like Gucci, Chanel, Dior, etc. And this is great for us. It brings a lot of people to the area and the right kind of crowd. Okay, this is a map of what is really going on around the location commercially. You can see the whole shopping experience I was telling you about, among many, many more things. You can find several hotels nearby. We can start with the Marriott Marquis, the Conrad, the Grand Hyatt, many more. Also, the Renaissance, it's right beside us. And it will be rebranded to make it much more appealing. You can see that it's very well communicated with the rest of the city. And please notice that anybody that wants to go to the metro, that it's down here or down here, has to go in front of Feria to get, has to pass by Feria to go anywhere. Okay, we have an exceptional operating team, as I said before. It is me with, I am a senior professional with 20+ year experience in operations management and project management. I was director of operations for the biggest window covering corporation in Europe for more than 8 years before leaving to set up Feria. Juan, who is also present, is a chef and entrepreneur with more than 15 years of experience. He studied in Le Cordon Bleu in Paris, also in École Hôtelière de Lausanne, among other many places. He's a co-founder and executive chef at Coma Cuisine in Venezuela, established in 2003. He operates a food service restaurant, a French bakery, pastry shop, and 4 chocolate shops in Caracas. He also bought and operated a restaurant in Fort Lauderdale for several years before successfully selling it to fully dedicate himself to Feria too. Also in our team and not present today is Michael Sternberg. And when it comes to starting successful restaurants, Michael has been there and done that. Okay, knows everything about the business. He's best known for his role as founder and managing member of several iconic DC restaurants, also for serving as the restaurant division president of Centerplate. Centerplate is a 1.2 billion food service company, and he's also in the board of the DC Convention Center. He now has his own DC-based hospitality consultant, and he's also on the board of directors of National Restaurant Association, and of course, he is also in Feria's. He's also a Feria founder member and on our board. And although we are very experienced with several businesses, this is our first EB5 funded project. So we decided to team with the best people to make sure not only that we were successful in the process, but also that our investors' interests are well protected. That's our main goal, your interest as an investor. We have Sol Ewan Arnstein and Lehr, one of the best and most famous law firms in the EB5 business. They process like thousands of visas every year. We also have NES Financial. They do the EB5 fund administration. These people will verify that the money is properly used in the project, and it will provide investors with updates on how the money is spent and how the returns on their investments are coming about. Okay, we're also working with not with just one, but with 2 very successful regional centers. We have EB5 Affiliate Network, which is one of the biggest and most successful in the country, and also we have Causa, that although not as big, has 100% success rate and has funded more than 10 billion in projects, especially in the Puerto Rico area. Okay, this is very important for us, and this is our operational strengths are something we like to go over, as we want to give our investors as much confidence as possible, not just in their visa process, but also in the business. We have a very successful Cordon Bleu chef, which is one. We have one of DC's most experienced restaurateurs, which is Michael. Also, we have the best technology available in the business. We have the best location in the city. You just saw, we can share with videos, and we share videos of the location with you, and you will be amazed on how great this location is. We're also working with the Brand Guild as a PR company. they have been named one of the best in the country. And you know, as you all know, this is the era of Instagram and other social networks, and everybody's like taking pictures of food, sharing their experiences, and everything. So we want to use the brand guild's knowledge of PR and social networks to have people making lines outside Feria. We also have minimal operational involvement in each restaurant. So this means that we do not get involvement in the operation of any of them. We just develop the Feria business and protect the business and the investment. Also, we are experts in the business and operation management. So this is the core of the thing. And we're also 3 people developing the project, Michael, Juan, and me. So we want the investor to feel free to get in touch with us at any time to ask about the EB5 process, the business, the funds, or just to come by and sit with their families and have dinner in Feria or with us and enjoy their investment. Okay. This is our contact information. Please feel free to contact us by email, WhatsApp, phone, and we can answer any questions you may have about the project or the EB5 program. We will be delighted to help you with any inquiry. And I don't remember if I said it before. If you need to, if you want to set up a meeting with our lawyer, with an immigration lawyer from Seoul, we can do it for free. Thank you very much for your time today, and we hope you consider Feria EB5 project for your investment and your green card application. Aldo, we're all yours.
Thank you so much, Eduardo. I actually went to switch the language, and I heard it in Russian as well. And I would like to say thank you to Olga for doing a brilliant job here. And thank you to you guys for a lovely presentation. We do have a few questions here, and I would like to ask Katerina to help us with those questions. So Katerina, if you can kindly
Sure, with pleasure.
reading these questions.
Okay, so first,
Please.
Can I answer? Yeah, first question. How long is it necessary to live in the USA to receive a passport?
Okay. You will have to get a preliminary green card. Okay. Let me explain the whole thing and be short. Just make it quick. You have to get a preliminary green card that happens, let's say, around 18 months at this time. You will have to go there once every 6 months to keep the green card. Then after the project is finished and your money has been, or you get your money back, you will get the let's say the permanent green card. And after this, you can apply for the citizenship at about 2 years after this happens. So it means that you can have your passport in, let's say, 6.5 years. Juan, can you correct me on this?
Yes, I think you will be able to. Well, actually, after getting your green card, you will have to be in the U.S. Have the green card for 5 years. So yeah. So I think once you start the process, it's gonna be, as you said, 6.5 years before you can apply for the.
Yeah. And there's also a requirement on if you want to apply for the passport, you will need to stay in the U.S. a minimum of 2.5 years before doing so. This can be, for example, 6 months in, 6 months out. So you can come and go back home or whatever you want, and then come back in 6 months, and then we need to add a total of 2.5 years before applying to the passport. But you already have the green card, so you can do it.
Thank you. Next question, please.
Next question. How can I understand that this program works?
The program? Well, the program has been working since early 1990s, and it grants, except last year because it was a very exceptional year for everybody. It grants around 10,000 US visas a year. It creates around 100,000 new jobs. So it works. I mean, it has been functioning for a lot of time, and a lot of people have been applying to the program. It is. I mean, you can research the EB5 program, and it's sanctioned by Congress. It's sanctioned by a lot of organizations. There are many lawyers that specialize themselves in EB5 processes. We have some that you can contact with, if you can get in touch with if you need so you can ask about the program or how will it all work. We offer ours, which is one of the best in the business, but because they know they already working with us, and they do all our documents and everything, so they already know what's going on with this project.
Yeah. So
sorry, Juan, please.
One more thing. So when you decide to do the investment with us, you will have to meet with the immigration lawyer, either our immigration lawyer that we'll put you in contact with, or your own. And that lawyer is actually going to check all of your documentation and source of fundings and stuff. And probably if the lawyer gives you the green light to invest, I mean, your visa will be approved. So, I mean, as Eduardo said, it's a project. It's a program that's been around since the 1990s, and every year since it started, it's granted 10,000 visas a year. So it works.
I would like to add a question here. What if somebody wants to verify the project?
How come verify the project? I mean, you can verify the project. I mean, we already have all the documents in place. You can check with the lawyers. You can check with the regional centers. I mean, that's all official.
Yes.
Regional centers are there. There are. If you want to apply to the EB5 project to the EB5 program as a project, as we did, you will need at least one regional center. I mean, that's a must. Or either convert the project into a regional center, which we are not doing because it takes more time, and it's not necessary for this kind of project. Or use a regional center, and we are using two. So you can contact the regional center at any time. You can contact the law firms. I mean, it's one of the biggest in the country, and you can just check it out there without any problem. You can get it. You can do it on your own. We can share our law contact information for the law firm, and you can just reach them, so you can see that there's no, let's say, no tricks here.
Thank
you. We could also schedule a visit to DC to the site that
of course
we are going to be working from. So that's also a possibility if you're interested. I will take you there myself.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Katrina, next question, please.
Is it possible to have own business in the USA?
Yeah, it is possible. You can do whatever you want. Once you apply and you're given your green card, you can actually do nothing. If you decide you want to retire, you can do so. So you can do your own bit. You can keep your own business. You can set up a new business. You don't have to be how you say, related to the project in any way. So you can do whatever you want.
Doing nothing may not be the best thing, but yeah, there are options available.
Well, I mean, if you are comfortable enough with your position and you want just to retire, maybe, I don't know, and go to Florida and go to the beach every day, you can do so. You are not obliged to work. I mean.
Great. Thank you. Next question, please.
Is it possible to take parents with us? Can I take parents with me?
If you are under 21 and unmarried, yes, you can.
Okay.
I mean, it will have to be your parents applying for the green card. Okay. I think the way to do this would be either you take you and your children if they're under 21 and are married. This is for one family, and then once you are there and the whole thing and you have cleared all the process and you have your passport, you can ask for your parents to come into the United States and live and have their green card. As let's say as part of your family, you can ask for them. It's called asking, or that's what the term we used in the business. We discussed this like a couple of weeks ago. Can you go further there?
Yes, actually, if you are applying with your wife and your children, you will not be able to take your parents. The options that you have, as Eduardo said, is wait until you have your citizenship and ask for them to be granted the residence, or if you have the means, loan them the money so they can apply themselves for EB5. Those are the two ways in which you could bring your parents.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for the answer. Next question, please, Katrina.
Which qualifications are necessary?
Qualifications regarding studies, you don't need any qualifications. You only need let me explain this a little bit further. The only really qualification you need is to verify that your funds are coming from a legal source, okay, and that of course that they're yours. If somebody, that's the only real qualification. Let me go back to that slide so we can discuss that a little further. Okay, qualifications are this: that your funds don't come from illegal activities. The real qualification will be the job creation requirements for the project, and the investment amount is $900,000 for this kind of project. So that's all. That's all that is asked. Usually, of course, they do a background check, or I mean, they usually do it when they process all kinds of visas. So background check, and they qualify you as an investor, and that's it. No more is required. So if you have a lot of let's say school degrees or university degrees, or you don't, that's not a problem.
Great, thank you so much. Last question, please, Katrina.
Next question: will there be investments return, and when?
Okay, yes, the investment will be returned to you. According to the legal requirements of the project, it will need to be let's say creating jobs for 5 years. So after these 5 years, we are going to give you your money back. Okay, you will be given after 5 years, you will be given your full amount, and every year you will receive 5% of interest on your investment. Okay, so this is as I showed before, this is $45,000 each year for you, and after those 5 years, you will get your money back.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Eduardo. Thank you so much, Katrina, for helping us with the questions. And thank you so much, Eduardo and Juan, for the lovely presentation and answering all these questions. To all the listeners who are listening to us and watching us on Zoom and YouTube right now, thank you so much for attending today. I know you most probably have a few more questions. We will contact you shortly. Our speakers will get in touch with you, and you can ask all those questions and take it ahead from there. We again would want to say thank you to our speakers for the evening and presenting all these great presentations.
Thank you very much to you, Abdul, Katerina, and Olga. Well, thank you for your help. And of course everybody for being here. We hope to hear from you soon and discuss further our project.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, Olga, for helping us with the translation. It was really helpful, and you have done a brilliant job. Thank you so much. To all our listeners, please follow us on our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We have shared the links with you. You will get more information from there about us, about what we do, and how can we help you with the immigration and investment needs. If you have any questions after this, please feel free to leave them there. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good afternoon. Bye.
Bye. Good afternoon. Thank you very much.